nonprofit organization that is a global movement of empowerment for women's running all over the world called 261 Fearless. And now, how a flotilla of you 261 Fearless women will be with me on the starting line on April 17th, 2017, to run and to celebrate 50 years of work and triumph together, and to race boldly into the future. Oh, yes, that's you. You exceptional woman, you. Whether you're lacing up your shoes for the first or the 500th time, I'm glad you're here for the journey. Thank you all for everything you've done for me, for women everywhere, and for yourself. Kathrine Switzer, March 2017. Part 1. Base. In distance running, base training, or just base, is the foundation on which you build the rest of your running. It's the core strength that allows you to build the ability to go longer and go faster. With luck, it also will help you prevent injury. Chapter 1. A long line of pioneers. Here's one set of papers. Put these away and show them to your doctor when you arrive. Here's another set. Show these to the authorities when you are processed to get on the boat. Good luck. My mother, Virginia, took the papers and thanked her doctor. She was nearly 8 months pregnant with me and heading over on the first ship carrying military family members to war-torn Europe to join my father, whom she hadn't seen in 7 months. It was November of the terrible winter of 1946, and if she didn't go then, she might never go, because traveling with a tiny infant and my 2-year-old brother Warren was much more difficult than traveling pregnant with one child. The papers the sympathetic doctor gave Mother for the processing authorities said she was only 6 months pregnant, and therefore allowed to sail. Just. Midway across the North Atlantic, the old refitted steamer broke down and tossed back and forth for 9 days while it waited for a tow. Undetected mines, unmitigated seasickness, or the thought of my being born at sea did not concern my mother, but being towed back to New York did. Instead, they were told to Bremerhaven, where a train waited to take the boatload of women and children into Germany. It is a mighty thing to travel to one you love. I can imagine my parents' reunion, my huge father, Homer, picking up my tiny mother and laughing at how she had changed since they last saw each other. It's a good thing to have such a love when you go to a difficult place, for my mother was horrified at what she saw in Germany. City after city in ruins, piles of rubble everywhere, huge groups of homeless and war-displaced people huddling on the streets. It seemed everyone was hungry and seeking shelter from the bitter cold. My father was a major in the Army then, and one of his jobs was to organize DP, displaced persons camps, to shelter these people until they could find their own family members, or a way home, or onto a new life. Family unity was important to both of my parents. They had it, and they wanted to help others have it, and they wanted to pass it on to their own kids. Mother had begun by hiring a nanny from out of the lines of desperate people around our house for the yet-to-be-born me. Nanny Annie asked if she could bring a friend to become our cook, and then Annie's brother showed up to act as a houseboy, and soon we had a piano teacher. There was a grand piano in our house, and a tailor to make our clothes. Most of these people living in our house. My mother, the one-woman Marshall Plan, shared everything she had, even the heat, which was frighteningly scarce. In fact, there was so little heat in the Army hospital where I was born that I was put in an incubator, to the amusement of the staff, since I was well over 9 pounds and 23 inches long. My father filled out the birth certificate and in his excited state misspelled my name, leaving the E out of the middle of it, resulting in Kathrine, Kathrine. My long legs pleased my father. My father filled out the birth certificate and in his excited state misspelled my name. Slightly wicked reference to the fact that since I was conceived after a riotous "the war is over" party at the Kentucky Derby, I might turn out to be a racehorse. Funny that. Actually, I didn't even walk until